Boop. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, October the 6th, 2022. Today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 66, 1 through 12, Jeremiah 25, 1 through 14, 2 Timothy 1, 13 through 18, or you could have read Psalm 111, Leviticus 14, 33 through 53, and then 2 Timothy 1, 13 through 18. I'm going to take a look at Leviticus because Leviticus is just one of my favorite books. I think it's an underrated book, and I've said this before. It's pretty important to understanding a lot of what's going on in the New Testament, especially in the Gospels, and a lot of what Jesus is talking about, and actually a lot of what Jesus is doing specifically. But one of the best things about Leviticus is the home improvement articles. That's the main reason to read it, really. It's all the stuff about how, home improvement, especially like how to deal with, mold. But actually this section is really pretty sound advice if you weren't looking at, the sacerdotal spiritual side of it. It's actually a pretty good way to diagnose what's going on in a house, but it's not like they could, take a swab and send it off somewhere to have a lab test it. So they would go through this, the priest being the authority would go through this system of, this is how do you check this out. Well, you do this, you look at it and you see if it, does it go all the way into the wall, does it spread through the wall, so you take that section out, get rid of it, like the stone or the plaster that's on it. Then you wait and you see if it comes up anyplace else. If it does, well, then you scrape all the plaster off the wall, you destroy that, blah blah blah, and you repaint the house, replaster it, and then you wait. And if it comes back, well, that's a problem. Then you just got the whole house is infected and contaminated, and you just got to destroy the whole thing. If it doesn't, you're good. And then there's this whole spiritual aspect of then you need to basically give thanks and, give atonement for what God has done. That your house is restored to you. And this is a big deal, right? For people, like losing your house. Hold on. Low battery. Anyway. So, it's pretty good advice, but you have to ask why. You have to ask why or how is this spiritually important? Well, when you read a text like this, alongside, say, a text like the cleansing of the temple, which I kind of talked about for yesterday's, it takes on a whole new light because you got Jesus coming to clean house, to scrape the walls bare, to set a new course. In this text, you move everything out. He's tossing everything to the curb that is contaminated. He's setting a new course, and then he's going to wait and come back to see if it took, or did the rot return? Is it just so bad? Must the whole thing now be torn down? It might be good if, we see the recipe here for giving thanks and cleansing of the house is, sprinkling all this sacrificial blood on the house with hyssop, and it might be good if we sought to be sprinkled with the hyssop, so we can be made clean too, so that our house is in order. Anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Boop.